For a long time, this center will be home to these children. By no means is this a boarding school or an educational institution. This is a rehabilitation center where street children, almajiris and destitutes are kept. Officials of the Abuja Environmental Protection Board pick up street children and almajiris who roam the streets begging for alms and hawking goods. They are brought to this center in Buhari, the satellite town in the Federal Capital Territory. The Social Welfare Board then tries to rehabilitate these children.
We classify them under the juvenile delinquents. So we treat them and then bring them here, try to identify their parents.
A social worker is obtaining information from this new batch of street children and destitutes. This center not only tries to rehabilitate street children, but beggars, the physically handicapped and the mentally ill. It has classrooms where the street children are given some form of education, at least during their stay at the center.
If their parents don't come, we make sure that they are also engaged in, rudimental education. Those that are of primary school age, we also make arrangements and then make sure that they attend the closest, primary school around.
These children who were recently brought to the center said they came from Jos, the Plateau State capital. They told Channel Television that they were brought to Abuja to beg for alms. Street children and almajiris are common in many states in northern Nigeria. Many children who ought to be in schools or at home are left to roam the streets, exposed to all sorts of dangers. Almajiri in northern Nigeria is linked with religious education, where children are sent to live with Islamic scholars for Quranic education. But some Nigerians say many religious scholars have abused this system of education.
The very fact that a child must go out and seek for knowledge is not a reason for him to constitute himself into a nuisance and moving about in the streets and becoming an agent of crisis and violence whenever it starts.
Some non-governmental organizations have blamed government and parents for the neglect of minors in the society, leaving them at the mercy of some faith-based organizations.
The government ought to provide free and compulsory primary education for kids that of school age. This is not being done.
Initiatives such as the setting up of a rehabilitation center in the FCT for the street children is one of the ways which government is trying to tackle the problem of children begging for alms on the streets. But civil society organizations want government at all levels to do more to curb this problem by ensuring that individuals who send children to beg for alms on the streets are punished. Some have also advocated the building of Islamic schools closer to the homes of the children so that parents can monitor the activities of their children. Linda Kigbe, Channels Television News.